start reading off our little handy dandy script over here.
Yes, don't mind that.
So don't mind it. But anyway, hello everybody. On behalf of our host, Wingspace Co-working, we are facilitators Patrick and Sherry All, owners of Allux Hemp Care, and we'd like to thank everyone for coming to this show and tell today. There are a lot of good things going on in our area, and we want to give you an opportunity to tell us about individuals, local businesses, and organizations that are doing good things, open for business, or in need of help during this troubling time.
Yes.
Since so many businesses are hurting, if people want to promote their own business or someone else's business, or have business updates and announcements and what they're offering during this time, that would be great. A little disclaimer, if you're in this recording meeting, please make sure to mute if there is loud noises in the background, and try not to help us not interrupt during a little presentation here and there.
Seems pretty quiet back there though, so.
Yeah, but if we have macaws, so if they start squawking, we'll have to put it on mute. But anyway.
But this is being recorded also for Wingspace website and Facebook, just so you guys know that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Sherry's gonna go through the guidelines.
Sure.
So can you?
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Zoom or not, but at the bottom of the screen, like Patrick mentioned, there's a mute and unmute option. There's also a chat feature. So if you guys have any comments or questions or post links that you want to share, go ahead and throw that up on the chat, and I'll just be monitoring that and sort of chime in if there's any questions. You can also screen share, so that's a great option if you have something that is on your computer that you'd like to share with the group. And everybody will each have about 5 minutes. We could probably go even longer than that today, since it's a smaller group. And I'm sure you'll all be kind and courteous and helpful. Let's just leave out politics and touchy subjects like that, and we'll be golden.
Right. Yes. All right. So thank you, Sherry.
Yes.
I know we're talking about a lot of things, but we'll wrap it up pretty soon. A little bit about ourselves. It'll kind of stir up the whole meeting process. So I'll have Sherry go on with that, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so once again, this is Patrick All. I am Sherry All. We are both owners and operators of Allux Hemp Care. Our website is already in the chat box if you guys want to check us out. But we are an online shop specializing in stress relief by way of pure full spectrum CBD oils and hemp body care. We just came out with a really beautiful CBD salve. So if you guys are interested in that or know somebody, it is on sale for probably a couple of weeks while it's on pre-order. So go ahead and check that out. But we help people struggling with stress and anxiety, mental, physical, and spiritual, access clean, untampered hemp care to invoke the highest therapeutic response for optimal wellness and experience an easygoing way of life. Through our brand, we inspire and uplift the human spirit of our customers by breaking down barriers that inhibit personal wellness. For example, did you know your thoughts can have an impact on the chemical reactions inside of your body? It's super true, and I'm going to send you just a little link for some reference here on that. But if you or someone you know would like to try some free samples, we do free shipping. So that's a plus for some people. And then we're also local and we think we're friendly. So if you'd like to try out our service, please just visit us at allux.com and spread the love.
Thank you, Sherry. Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
CBD is good to take, especially during this stressful time, just to unwind a little bit. Maybe add it to your wine or something, It'd be a nice little pick-me-up. And so after that little presentation, that was a lot less than 5 minutes, but if anyone would like to go next, please speak, and we can just go from there.
I'll go if that's okay.
Sure, Bree.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
I'm Bree. I think I know everybody, but I think I've only seen you guys in passing at Wingspace,
Okay.
from the day when we could actually be places. So
Nice to virtually meet you.
I just wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to Murphy's Restaurant. So Murphy's Restaurant, as you know, is well, normally a restaurant, but originally it was the Mercantile in downtown Prescott. And they are going back to that since they, can't really serve food in the restaurant. They do have to-go food, but they're selling eggs, toilet paper, a lot of essentials. So it's really cool because they kind of, pivoted their business a little bit. And so you can order online and then you can pick it up right from their side entrance. So you don't have to go in at all. And it's cool. I did it the other day. And I got toilet paper from my neighbor. So it was pretty cool. And then I know, I'm sure you guys follow how well El Gato is doing and everything that they're doing to give back to the community as well. And another cool one was The Point. The Point is doing, you can get to go, sorry, I'm reading the chats too. You can get to go drinks old fashions and those kind of things from The Point, which is really cool. So they give you a big, I haven't done it yet, but I've seen the pictures, a big serving thing, and it'll do 11 drinks. So I would say share with friends, but I don't think you're allowed to do that anymore. And yeah. So those are kind of my shout outs that I just wanted to get out there right away because I think they're really important and they're doing some cool things for the community and they're doing fun things too. I mean, the point is cocktails are not important, but they're helpful.
This is so true.
These days we need them.
Yes.
And water. I have water. So.
So Bree, what are you doing with Prescott Women Magazine? Anything different to respond or pivot?
Are you the face of Prescott Women Magazine?
I am. You can see all the pages in the background here. So this is my home office.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a crazy person. Charles is like, so Prescott Women Magazine, so we obviously can't distribute like we normally would because a lot of our businesses are closed. So I partnered with the Prescott and Prescott Valley Chambers and got, we're sending a copy out to anybody that's a member of both of those lists, as well as every advertiser gets one. I gave away a free, people were able to just sign up and get a free issue in the mail for a short amount of time. And now we're doing it because that was to get it onto my mailing list. And now people can do it and they only have to pay $2.50, which is basically what it costs to just mail it. So people can get it right in the mail. So we're trying to pivot in the way of just like, how can we get it in people's hands that want it? And then we always have distribution boxes downtown. So it's been kind of nice. People can, no contact and go just pick one up. And I learned that you can wipe down the magazine with sanitizing wipes or spray it and it doesn't do any damage. So that was a fun experiment, science. And then we're working on our June, July issue because we haven't missed an issue in 15 years and we're not about to start. So, I mean, I think it's going to pivot into a Prescott Strong issue and kind of give some shout outs to the community that has really stepped up for others or, showed how they could pivot their business. And so, we're just plugging away. That is it.
Thanks for that question, Charles. That's really cool to put that picture together. And thanks for the info, Bree.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you guys.
Good stuff. So who would like to go next? Perhaps Charles or Melanie? The only two options.
I think Melanie's pointing at me. So I'm Charles Matthews and I wear a few different hats. And one of the hats I wear, I'm here unofficially as a county employee. I work for the county library district. Again, my presence here is unofficial. But my job was to help create a countywide event calendar, and we were 2/3 of the way through that, and now almost all live events are shut down. So we have a way to put virtual and online events on that calendar. So I'm kind of here saying if anybody knows about virtual or online events, let me know, and we can try and get them onto the calendar. That would be really useful. Even of for-profit events. It doesn't have to be nonprofit. That's great. It'll be a little while. We have to get some policy ducks in place to have events from non-library resources on there. But I'm personally really dedicated to doing whatever I can to keep things rolling and to be part of, as Bree said, Prescott Strong and the reduce, reconnect, recover that we're going to get to do multiple times throughout the next 18 months, I suppose. So that's one hat, and the other hat I wear is I run a podcast. Brianna's been a guest on that podcast, and we've definitely pivoted away from, we've pivoted toward a focus on what communities, in particular our community and county, are doing to respond to the COVID-19. So we had 3 weeks ago, we had my friend Dr. Christine Johnson, who's a public health professional, Johns Hopkins trained, working in Davis, in one of the hotspots. So she was on. We just had Tracy McConnell. If people know Tracy McConnell, she used to be part of the Arizona Community Foundation here in Prescott and is now doing her own coaching business. And she had some great stuff to say about how community can respond in the face of crisis by, as she says, belonging to the problem and belonging to the solution, which I love that idea. And we just started a Facebook group called Rocket Feather Community Lab, and anybody's welcome to join. And that the focus of that is working on supporting one another in our own personal and interpersonal growth so that we can be better in relationship and therefore be stronger in community. And I will put the links. I'll put the, so this is I'm putting the Yavapai.events. That's the link to the calendar, the community calendar. And here's the link to the podcast.
That's awesome. So for the county calendar, did you mention something about library specific, or did I misunderstand something there?
No, so it started out as a library specific project, but it is open to like the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce is a member, the Highland Nature Center, Verde Valley Parks and Rec, Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce is coming on board as well.
Okay, so you have to be a part of that or one of those organizations in order to be on this?
No, once we get the policies in place, anybody can become any organization can essentially become a member. Like Melanie could become a member of the calendar and post all of the Wing Space events on there. We don't quite have all of our ducks in a row. We had some stuff in front of the county attorney to make that possible, and they had to respond to some other things, I imagine. So that's a little bit slowed down, but I hope within a month we'll be able to start adding new members again.
Okay, cool. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, you bet.
That's exciting. Sounds cool. Yeah. And then also your podcast is pretty awesome. Is there a link to your podcast? Also? Yeah,
I just put it in there, rocketfeather.com/pod. Maybe it doesn't do it if you don't do the www.
No, it should.
Is it a live link?
Let me test that. Yes, it goes through.
Great.
So beautiful. Okay, cool. Well, thank
you. Yeah. So any recommendations for guests are great. Definitely send me any tips to people that are doing virtual events. I know a lot of the school teachers are going to start doing virtual story times for kids, and we're looking at putting those up on YouTube so that kids can see their teachers as part of it. It's not even necessarily the story time, but just to see their teachers. And a couple of shout outs to, the Raven Cafe for passing burgers through the window. I assume everybody knows that the farmer's market is you can do online orders at the farmer's market and then go pick up your order from your car on Saturday morning. And I'm also offering a free 1 hour session to do a kind of mix of emotional and business coaching around pivoting, and in particular for folks in kind of like the massage and personal service industries, because I've got some friends that I've helped kind of think about how they can continue to serve their community even though they can't see patients. So that's just my gift to the community. If anybody wants to get on the phone or get on Zoom with me and kind of talk through that, I'd be happy to help.
Very cool. I'm glad you actually brought that up, because we might have somebody for you that we can touch base on at the end of this.
Great.
Sure.
Great.
Okay.
I'm a little bit more tech savvy than some people. Apparently, I was working with my guitar teacher, Drew Hall, who's like, I'm like, you need to get a USB mic, Drew. And he's like, USB, that's the square one? I mean, brilliant man, but like USB, yeah.
Right. You can't know everything.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what a B flat chord looks like still. So.
I don't know. Okay, well, that's great. Thank you so much once again, Charles. So, Melanie, would you like to say anything on behalf of WingSpace?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, sure. I would love to. I'm like a lot of other people trying to figure out how to have my community online doing virtual things. So I have set some stuff. Let's see, I hear an echo. I don't know if do y'all hear an echo when I'm talking? No? Okay. All right. So one of the things I've done is there's a lot of people who are now home and working at home who may not have been working at home for a long time or ever, and finding that it's challenging on some levels, whether there's family at home or they just feel isolated and not quite sure how to stay motivated working from home. So we've set up what we call morning stand-ups for accountability. So we can check in with each other Monday through Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's very quick. It's just a place where you can check in with others and say, this is what I'm going to work on. And show up the next day and, okay, this is what I got done yesterday. This is where I had some problems. And this is what I'm going to be working on today. And it's just a great accountability group. So that's one thing that we're offering for people. And we also just have some kind of fun things. Well, this is one thing that we're also offering. Every Monday, we're going to be doing these show and tells, because as we all know, every day is changing. Every day has something totally new. And so I want to be able to keep up with that as much as possible and help support local businesses. So if everybody goes to, yes, thank you, Bree, for posting that. If you go to wingspace.biz/virtual, you'll be able to see all of the online events that we have scheduled. Some of them are just silly, like, a happy hour. We have, because one of the things that WingSpace members love about our community is just being able to have someone else to connect with and laugh with, cry with, celebrate business wins, or if something didn't go well, we're also there to support you and offer a shoulder to lean on during hard times. So that's what we're doing here at WingSpace and here online at WingSpace. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. And we're also working on some other ways that we can bring helpful information to local businesses and people working from home. So in the background, we're working on some kind of webinars that will be coming up in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for that. That's it.
Oh, well, thank you, Melanie. You do so much for us and this community. We're so grateful for you, and thank you for keeping it going. This is really amazing.
Thanks.
Truly. Sure. And I see that we have Deborah now in the meeting. Hi, Deborah. How are you? If you'd like to speak, there's a little mute button down there. Right now you're muted. So on the bottom
take your
left,
time.
yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
Hi.
Sorry.
No worries.
Hi.
Yeah,
So I thought I would check in because I met Melanie once a few years ago, and I know she started Wing Space, which I think is a great opportunity for individuals to get out of the house and work in an environment where there are others that, you know, are doing the same. I do work from home, so I'm pretty familiar with how that goes, and there are a lot of disciplines that you have to practice, and but I enjoy it very much.
That's amazing. And so, did you have a question?
No. Do you want to just mention that she can give a little
Oh,
presentation?
Yeah, sure. So we actually already ran through everybody doing a show and tell. So if you want, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, a little bit about me. My husband and I moved to Prescott about 2.5 years ago from Chicago, and I have a hypnotherapy practice. Again, I have a studio here in my home where I see clients and help them with some of their challenges. I also have a background as a holistic health coach. As a matter of fact, Melanie and I both went to the same school, IIN, in New York City, and so I kind of integrate some of my wellness as well in my practice of hypnotherapy. Anything else you want to know?
Well, that's wonderful. That's actually a really cool niche. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah. So
Deborah?
you with your business, are there any updates? Have you experienced any hurdles maybe during the COVID experience?
Well, of course, you know, things are slowing down. However, this is our time to regroup and think about what it is that's important to us. I still will see clients because it's just one-on-one, so we take precautions, but it's slowed down a little bit, understandably. And again, I'm just finding things to keep myself busy and learn. I'm taking an online program with Jim Quick for Superbrain, and I'm finding that really, really stimulating. So yeah, I am seeing clients, but it's definitely has slowed down. But you know, we encourage people to get outside. And here in Yavapai Hills, we have a program called Conscious Explorers, where each month we invite someone to come and speak to our group. And so this month we're just going to go on a little hike here. I think I my music.
You mentioned you're in Yavapai Hills?
Yes.
Neighbor.
We're neighbors.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if you want to send us some information about that, we'd be glad to.
Yeah, if you want to post any links right there in the chat, you can go ahead and do that. There's a little icon to start the chat. And
okay.
Yeah, if you have a website or any links, or you just want to tell the group a little bit more about that, we would love it.
Alrighty, so tell me about your group, because I got invited by Melanie. So, and your name is familiar to me. Brianna, are you affiliated with Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Let me unmute. Yes, yeah, I am. I am a part of Wings, and then I'm also a big sister. So, so yes, and then I own Prescott Woman magazine too. So that.
Yes, that's why I know your name.
Yeah. I know it's
music
hard not
playing
to
in the background. Hold on. I'm sorry. I needed to turn down a little music in the background so I could focus. Okay, so you're now I recognize your face because I'm a big sister too.
Oh, good.
And,
Yeah.
But the couple who were just on screen, who are they? Is that Patrick?
And Sherry, yes. And
Did you say that? Did you? I don't know if she heard that. We were muted.
Okay, so we're part of Alex Hemp Care.
But this is Patrick, yes,
I'm
and I'm
Patrick,
Sherry.
and this is Sherry. And
okay.
we have an online CBD business. And
alrighty, sure.
If you want to check us out, we actually put our link. I think it's one of the first comments on this chat, so you can check us out, see what we do, and all that. And
okay, excellent.
Quite a little bit of information you missed, but everything I think was pretty much captured in the chat, so you can check all that out and go to all of our links and things like that, and some good infos up there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I've only been on Zoom a couple of times, so I'm just looking at the icons on the bottom to see where that information might be. And, you know, I apologize, I don't want to take up a lot of time. I just wanted to.
No worries.
Absolutely.
It's the chat icon though.
Yeah. And if Charles wants to just mention what he does, maybe a quick 30 seconds for Deborah.
Hey, Deborah, I'm Charles. I run a podcast called the Rocket Feather Podcast, and the link is in the side there. And we're talking to people about how to get through COVID and how to be in community, and kind of bringing all the strengths, all the interpersonal strengths to bear, so we can be in relationships, so we can be strong for our community. And that comes out every week on Sunday night. And I'm also here unofficially from the county. I'm part of the Yavapai Library District, and I run a community calendar, and the link is in the calendar for that. And now my boss is calling me, so I better sign out of this.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for organizing this show.
Bye, Charles.
Okay,
Thank
take
you,
care, Charles. All right, everybody. So I think that's pretty much wrapping it up. I think this was great today, and hopefully there'll be more people to come. I was wondering if everybody would be willing, if we can all just kind of share our emails. I think that might be helpful for us, because I already have ideas of who maybe we can all be in contact with, maybe help each other out a little bit more if we think of some referrals or networking for some people. So if you're willing, just here, I'll start by putting our email. So this is both me and Patrick, and thank you, Bree.
Okay, and I also wanted to make a little quick reminder. We do a little thing called Pop Networking over in Wingspace, but now we're doing it virtually during these hard times. And I thought about you guys. Everyone here has a different niche that they can share in our networking group. And this networking group is every Monday at 12 o'clock. So if you, anyone would be interested, you can, you know, just be a spectator during the Pop Networking that we're going to have today at 12, which is in about half an hour. I could send you guys some information about that. But it's really great. Everyone just bounces ideas off of each other. We help network together. It's similar to, what's that other big networking group in town? I forget their name.
Oh,
Melanie,
shoot.
do you know which one I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name.
BNI?
Yes.
It's very similar to BNI, and you know, a lot of businesses have flourished from this, and you know, we're going to have strategies and talk about how we can benefit each other during this troubling time. So for instance, we have a person in our group. Her name is Janelle, and she has a hairstyling studio, and she is accepting business, but at a very precautious way. So she just mentioned that just recently, and we're all going to be talking about how we can still create some sort of business during this time, but also beyond April into May and all that kind of stuff. So if anyone wants that to chime in, it's going to be the same concept. We're going to be on Zoom, so we can do that in about half an hour.
Yeah, and I think the easiest way is if I just forward you guys the email we just got, and I'll let Erica Ryberg, if any of you know, who also goes to Wingspace, Montoya Wealth Management, she is the facilitator, so I'll give her a heads up that we might have some guests. So thank you for that.
And hey, can I just say a brief hi to Melanie? We haven't spoken in quite a while, but I follow her on Facebook and the things that they're doing with Wingspace. So I just wanted to say hi, Melanie.
Hi, Deborah.
I see that you're growing with great success and have a wonderful network of people working with you. And this is a great opportunity now to do things virtually. And I wish you continued success and that we get back to normalcy sometime in the very near future.
Yes, thank you, Deborah. I'm glad you were able to join us today. And
yeah, I thought this would be
next
interesting.
week too. That would be great to keep updated with everybody.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm working on my website now. I've moved away from the one that was taking care of it, but now I'm redoing it. So I'll send my information out, but I can send everyone my email just to keep me informed as to what's going on as well.
Okay, perfect. That'd be great. Are you able to type that into the chat, or you can tell me and pop it up in there for us?
So do I just start typing this again?
Yeah.
I'm new to this. Just start typing.
Yep, you just
Okay.
start typing it in. Go ahead and hit enter.
And,
Yeah, this was great. Does anybody have any remaining questions or comments or things that just popped into their head on this? What's going on out there? If we
Thanks so much. I'm hoping that that other people join us next week, because I know there's a ton of stuff going on around this town that we just don't know about. So,
right.
yeah.
Like I'm sorry, like the Murphys and Point, and I mean, shoot, the Raven. I mean, everybody's doing really cool things right now.
And I want to mention, they're not open right now, but Back Alley Wine Bar on Saturday opened up just for a few hours and sold all of their wine at 40% off as a fundraiser just for their employees. And they sold out of all their wine. So it was really, really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
That's cool, by the way, but go ahead.
That is cool. Yes. So there's also Carniceria Azteca, which is in Prescott Valley. If anyone needs any groceries, support a very small grocery store. They have pretty much everything. They have meats, chicken, beef,
vegetables, toilet paper,
non-perishables, and also probably the best tacos in the PV area, or the Quad Cities area, should I say. So please give them a check, and they do everything. You obviously can't eat the tacos and all that inside of the store, but you could take it to go, and they have really good food and very great prices. So support small business and check them out.
can you type that in for us?
Oh, sure. There it is.
And they're a little past Home Depot, I would say, and they're on the left.
Yeah, so they're right off of Highway 69 in PV. So right before Stone Ridge, which is on the right. I think it's just a little bit further on your left. Yeah. It's hard to miss. It has a big sign.
Now I'm hungry for tacos. So.
Hi, Brianna.
Okay,
well, I'm going to sign off. So.
Okay, great.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Nice seeing you, Brianna.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye, guys. Okay. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Take care, guys. Be safe. We'll see you next week.
All right.
All righty. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.